taking on a classic like Charmed Slash a huge endeavor, what did you want to bring from the original and what did you want to change to kind of make this your own?
The most important thing was just, at the root of it is a love story between three sisters, and I think that like understanding that that's the central love story in the show. Four sisters in the original, but in this at the beginning, three. And I think understanding that is really what it's about is women kicking ass, changing the world, and fighting evil is empowering. It's wish fulfillment, and it's relatable. Sisters are relatable. So I think that was the most important thing. We've also loved, we love the original. So we took so many pieces from it in terms of the mythology, in terms of the structure and the white lighters and different villains and all of the beautiful groundwork that they laid. We've tried to then look at what that means in our world today, now 10 years later.
At the panel, I felt like one of the biggest cheers was over the mention of LGBT representation.
Yeah.
How important is that to you when coming up with stories?
Huge. I mean, it's just, there's no... you can't downplay the importance of seeing yourself on screen and seeing your relationships validated and seeing versions of people that look or feel like people that you know and being the heroes in stories. So I think, that was one of the things that we were really mindful of in doing this reboot is that we had seen the version that was already done, so wanting to do something a little bit different so that there would be a reason for it. And really... then beyond the fact that she has a girlfriend and is a gay woman, then unpacking the layers of what makes her a person and who she is as a human being, and that's the most important thing to us. So I think it's about treating that relationship the same as you're treating any heterosexual relationship, and letting different characters be heroes is really a big part of what I'm excited about.
Pilot organs looks different than
Yeah,
it did in the original.
yeah.
Is there anything you're able to do now that maybe wasn't able to be done in years past?
Probably. The special effects have so transformed, so you have to kind of and it's amazing what can be done, and so I think audiences now are become more sophisticated every single year because movies and TV keep showing us different things that can be done. So you just want to make sure that you're moving with the times and, as much as your budget can afford.
Any chance that we could see any of the original stars?
It would be great. I'd love it. So we'll see. We don't. You have to dig in and let these characters, let the audience learn who they are and peel away layers, and hopefully, you want the audience to fall in love with these three women. But that would be a dream. I would love it.
There's obviously a big focus on women in front of and behind the camera. Was that really intentional in the reboot of the project?
Well, it's a show about three women, so, and the two writers who wrote it came out of the Jane Room, so they were people that I'd worked with for 4 years, and they were also the people in the Jane Room who were rabid Charmed fans, so, that was important, and then, we're white women, so it was also important in terms of the room that it was inclusive and that there's Black women and Latino women and Asian women in our writers' room, so that we're able, to write with specificity and point of view. I've always had women play a huge part in behind the scenes and in front in the experiences I've had, so it was a sort of natural progression, yeah.
What was it like screening the episode with such a large crowd?
Oh my God, it was crazy. I was very anxious. Also, I'm anxious because I'm is the mix right? Can you hear the speakers? There's a little bit of an echo. And I was like, let that go, But we snuck out and sat in the front so I could hear it, and it was exciting, I've never been to Comic-Con, so the whole thing to me is wow. But it was exciting and fun, and the audience seemed to like it. I hope so. Yeah.
I noticed that one of the biggest laughs came when the white lady was saying that the three were activated because the weakest of men had achieved the highest power. Are we going to see a lot of these kind of sly references?
It's in the fabric. It's in the fabric. How overt or not. You don't want to be giving medicine, and you want it to be a show that is fun. But I think it's also a show about the need for change and how to affect change and the demons in our world now. And hopefully is particular to this moment. So you can't write without it, I think, or we can't.
What are we going to learn about Macy's backstory?
You're going to learn about it. That's what I say. You're going to learn about it. It will be addressed. You're going to learn why, of course, her mother gave her up, and you'll learn about what she was told versus what the truth was, and that'll all start to be uncovered as the series progresses. We did.
But we're under staff. Ryan, we're kind of confused in terms of how she relates to them because, the
I think that's something. They're the direct descendants, so I think that they are. These Charmed ones are not, but she's part of the legacy of Charmed and of what the power of three means. Yeah. So, and I think ideally that will be unpacked a little bit more as we go through it.
All right, guys, we have time for one more question. Go ahead.
Nothing. We're good. Hey.
All right.
Thank you.